Semifinal it is. Undead Mirror. 1-0 versus Lucifer. Lucifer in white. Not grey anymore. 1-0. The blue Undead. So it looks like everything is working here so far. New colors still not working. Got a new version for our streaming tool, but it is kind of bugged, unfortunately. So the winner of this best of 3 will go into the round of 16 next week. Play on Thursday or Friday. 1-0 is certainly the favorite, but we have seen some results of Lucifer that were really good recently, and he was able to beat 1-0 twice in Mirror already, in best of 5s even. So on paper, we do have a big favorite, but the Korean is certainly not without chances.
Yeah, we think back on the legendary game where he defeated 1-0 in a best of 5 even, and we were questioning the stars and the earth because we thought, how was this possible? And if this was possible, what else might be possible? Might we be able to fly one day? Might Neo be able to meet a girl one day? Who knows?
Didn't expect that. Well done.
Dude, but I'm checking out your stream, so I'm gonna have a couple of seconds delay. Oh, by the way, there's like a new... Did you hear about that? You can like reduce the stream delay to only like 2 seconds nowadays.
Okay.
Somehow, I don't know how exactly though. Yeah, anyways, it's a Lich first ghoul build, bruh.
Yep, it is. 1-0 going for the DK and Fiends, late Fiends, early DK. But yeah, that's gonna be a lot of trouble for him in the early. Lich Ghouls is the better opening, the stronger opening. But then the problem always is how to transition, when to transition into the later stages. And I don't really have an answer for that, to be honest. Like, if you don't do crazy damage to your opponent on tier 1, then it's a really hard game for you.
If you get to Lich level 3 fast, though, that guy is super powerful. That's why we see, at least, you know, in the past, on Turtle Rock a lot, where you can... There's a super cool creep out on Turtle Rock. It's green camp into starting position, and that's level 3 very quickly, and very easily as well, with Lich and Ghouls. But it seems like Lucifer is taking the more aggressive stance here, moving across to his opponent's base right away. With only 3 Ghouls, that's not too much, but this should certainly trigger a late tech. And an early Nerub, if nothing else.
Yeah, Nerub is already there. 3 ghouls coming in, plus skeletons. Of course, he has the corpses from the graveyard, and he used that against the Acolytes. As long as the Acolytes are in danger, he can't really tech, because you don't want to cancel that tech. Nova coming in, and this is the first kill. Delaying the tech already. Nice block from that Fiend coming out, but second Acolyte is falling here. So that is the damage that I talked about that you need. And the third one falls as well. I don't know if he had a 6th one. Oh no, it's not falling. Coil saves him. But yeah, 2 Acolytes down. That is a good opening for the Korean. And a lot faster his tech will be. Drives him away though. Oh, no one to the Fiend. Is the damage? Does he have another coil? No, he doesn't. Well, use that spell here. And boom, down she goes. Or down it goes. 2 Acolytes and a Fiend.
Yeah, that is absolutely critical damage, man.
He's gonna lose 1 ghoul for that, but that's fine. Actually, is he? No, he's just running away. Or cross 1 hungers, 1 more shot. Okay, so this ghoul dies. Oh, block. He tried to deny, but didn't really work. Level wise, level 2 Lich now, as he's creeping simultaneously in the north. I really like Lucifer's play so far. DK got a bit of experience, but not really significant. And let's compare the techs. Lucifer, 40% done, 1-0, slightly behind only. I expected worse, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought as well as we're going to be quite a bit faster. Maybe didn't make ghouls for a little while there. If you could continue creeping now to level 3, that would be the dream. Get some boots and become a real threat on the map. But as I said before, not the easiest to do with ghouls here.
Okay, chat says he did deny it. I wasn't sure about that. I'm still not, but it is a little bit of experience from DK. We're starting to creep now with his real first fiend, since the first one got slaughtered. Eyes on the map, always nice, but they're just trading creep spots. That's nice for the Lich because he is already ahead.
Yeah, the Lich saved his TP, and if he attacks the Acolytes with level 3 again and all these ghouls, that could be a lot more kills.
Indeed. Graveyard is coming, he's a little late with it. Maybe rushing to 3. Cannibalism upgrade for Lucifer. I have not seen this in years.
Anything missing is a sacrificial skull, man. Lucifer. He has his preferences.
Nova makes sure that he gets this big creep. Circle of Nobility gets to him as well. And snares on the Fiend. And this game is looking so good. Nova, more ghoul pressure. Another kill. Level 3 now. If he gets another... Oh, he ate Skeleton. Has almost another Nova. But this should not be enough. 3 Fiends for 1-0. Certainly under pressure here. Oh, DK walks into a surround almost. Will he use a Nova? No. The units are too squishy, he would be able to fight out of that surround, so good choice by Lucifer to not go for it.
So the early game definitely going towards Lucifer. What's his follow-up? Is he actually going super old school Gargs, or is he transitioning into Fiends?
No, it's normal Fiends, DK, and Slaughterhouse. There we go. On the other side, Rush tier 3 as well for the Orb, and the Slaughterhouse here too. But these ghouls, there's not too many of them remaining. He has 4 in the base, 2 are coming home. And he's doing that. He's going for another Acolyte hunt. But the ghouls are blocking nicely. They're just able to get in now though. And he has a level 2 Nova. Actually 2 of them. Here we go. First kill. Will he have to cancel this tech? Almost the second kill, but saved by the coil. And this has to be the TP. Skeletons do some damage against the Echoes, but that's about it. TP out. But again, 1 Acolyte. I don't know if he had 6 or 5 before, but I guess he only had 5. So he will go through this tech for 50 seconds without a 5th Acolyte.
It's gonna be expensive. And to be honest, that could have been worse, because the Lich was just standing there, not moving towards the Acolytes for quite a while. Maybe a misclick there by Lucifer, I don't know. Could have been executed a little bit better. Would have made a big difference. But still expensive for 1-0. He has his own DK out now. And when Lucifer gets his aura from the DK and the Frenzy Ghoul upgrade, he can look towards a very powerful timing.
Maybe the last time, because otherwise, if he loses too many ghouls, then the Fiends are certainly superior, especially when there's air units involved. Maybe even going for a Dreadlord third to go for aura and mass ghoul commitment.
Could also just go Dark Ranger. Look for the timing with the Dark Ranger, silence the DK, Nova the Fiends, take them out one by one. And then reproduce just Fiends, you know, go into Fiends after that. Don't have to stick with the ghouls. Well, I know you love the Dreadlord, Neo. I hope for you that it's going to be the Dreadlord.
We saw that the disable is quite good, so you can also use the sleep on the DK to prevent coils.
One thing also to be noted by about sleep. Waking up a DK with sleep takes forever, because the Fiends have a long attack windup and the projectile is slow, so you have to attack him with a Lich or a Dark Ranger to do it quickly. And that might not even always be possible, you know.
Scroll the Beast and Ankh plus a Tome of Experience for Lucifer, rising up to level 2.5. And the Lich is well equipped with the Orb now. No TP on him though, quite risky. But there's no second hero. Okay, there's the Lich. Was waiting for the Orb to arrive. Backpack as well. Destroyer upgrade for the Chinese. Same for the Korean. 41 supply versus 36. And he's going for the red spot. Dark Ranger, it is obvious choice, since silence is just so good in Undead Mirror.
I'm worried about the Lich here for 1-0. In the late game, he does have to have level 3, and he is so far away from that.
Yeah. Claws plus 12 on the Lich, who will be plus 25 with that. But now 1-0 returns the favor with an Acolyte kill. Of course, not as bad as it was during the tech for 1-0, but he's killing 2. So that is nice. Going for the DK right away, trying to force a Town Portal and succeeds with that idea. But no Fiends lost, 2 Acolytes killed. Good go. On the flip side, he only got the Lich back, or sent the Lich back, and ran down with the rest of the army to another red spot. So Lucifer is getting 2 red spots if he's not getting creep checked.
Players' forces are under attack.
I don't think he will. They're still fairly far away. Ghouls, though, they're losing more and more of their potency as the game here drags on. Especially if the Lich was level 3, but as I said before, 1-0 is super far away.
Oh boy, those items. Katka's Pipe of Insight from the bottom right red spot. Claws plus 12 from the upper left red spot. This is just a sick inventory, and especially the mana bong in Undead Mirror is kind of unfair already.
Yeah. If we go into Banshee Wars, this is super unfair.
Let's hope for the best. 1-0 with Belt of Giant Strength for a tankier Lich. 4-2-1 heroes. On the other side we have 3-3-2, so 4-3-2. Certainly better for Lucifer, who's going into Fiends now as well. Of course, he needs Web against Destroyers. And we have the first fight here, still with Ghouls. Web is coming in though. Nova wrecks this Fiend with Black Arrow as well. Well coordinated. Scroll of the Beast being used. How much can he dispel? At the moment, not too much, and the second Fiend is falling. Lucifer still moving forward. Coil saves this next Fiend, but the Korean is just going for the units and very much successful with it so far. Nova onto the DK. He has 2 more coils. And Lucifer with the first destroyer up as well. And both are webbed at the moment. But yeah, how does 1-0 come back into this fight? I mean, the army of Lucifer is not scary at all at the moment, especially in the Fiend fights. He can't really win, but the Lich is a force to be reckoned with. Nice how he splits the damage, but can't get the kills done. 2 Fiends are severely hurt. 3 Fiends are severely hurt. The statues have to work overtime. But the Korean doesn't want to seal the deal and retreats for now.
Dude, that Lich had 70 damage with the roar from the Scroll of the Beast. Every hit was like a mini coil, man.
He certainly is strong with the 2 claws that he has. And with Destroyers you can easily creep this, and with the Lich of course. Another claws, or yes, another claws. Oh man, plus 29. And he's not even a glass cannon. He is high level, he has an Invo potion. This guy is gonna dominate the fights.
Yeah, working against that, man. It's gonna be difficult. I think you need Curse, dude. It's just way too much damage.
And he is going for a Temple of the Damned in his base. 1-0 is. There is a temple for Lucifer as well, though. He only now goes for Web, and he's fucking it up a little since the Fiend is still cute. And only behind there is Web. So this will take forever. Or he notices it now. But he doesn't.
A player's forces are under attack.
This should be looking pretty good for Lucifer if he can control well in the Banshee battles. Or is one of them actually going to commit to an earlier attack? This is usually where the game slows down a lot and we sit and bank.
We finally have level 3 on the Lich for 1-0, so he has Nova 2 as well, but on the other side, this is getting close. Oh my god. Plus 38 damage on that Lich. Look at him go. You can't really coil against that. Nova right clicks, even the DK is helping. These shots are massive. Unbelievable how stacked he is. And he's just tearing 1-0 a new one. There's no way to fight against this Lich. You are right with the mini coils, man. It's actually feeling that way. Dark Ranger in trouble now, catches another coil to be safe, but that was the last one. Lucifer is full mana. Using the first one now on the Lich. He's a one-man army, man. He can do this alone. Constantly in focus, Invo potion, another coil. But what does he want to do against the Destroyers? Is there no Web? DK for 1-0 about to fall. Lich is out of range though. And he had to invest quite a few coils on this Lich now. Lucifer still with statues on the ground. But has to be careful. Another nuke is most likely a kill on the decay. Nice micro saving the statue from it. And now Nova versus Nova. And this Dark Ranger. Oh, swaps the town portal. Well done by 120 to save his heroes there. No Nova available, so this DK survives. Pretty impressive of 120 how he fights against this Lich and is not like super low. Sets up a healing ward for double healing.
Dude, he got out of that fight with more supply.
Yeah, right.
How is that possible? That Lich had 76 max damage. 76!
Yeah, it's twice the damage he got. But Lucifer is expanding behind it, so that explains a little. So the gold that went into the expansion is not used as supply. And the web was late. So that also explains something. 500 gold for Lucifer, but he lacks lumber. Only 30 available at the moment, so no anti-magic shell currently on Banshees. We do have rune bracers, which is also super good in Undead Mirror, as there are quite a few nukes here and there on both sides.
So with the Expo, this is the win condition for him. Is this gonna get scouted? Also is the question.
He wanted to scout it, but got intercepted in the middle. So this skeleton will not see the expansion. We have the first Banshee on Lucifer's side. Same for 120.
A player's forces are under
So Lich
attack.
5 already. Nobody's close. With this turtle spot, he might be 5. He will be 5, most likely. And 120 doesn't have that much to creep anymore.
Still a couple of camps. He's yeah, almost has that coil upgrade. But Lich for Lucifer is also almost level 5, man. The damage just keeps on ramping up. And he has Dark Ritual level 2. And you can eat full HP Fiends, which in big battles is definitely worth it. Level 3 Nova is absurdly strong.
Expo got scouted though, and there's no Necropolis, so he can't TP. He has to walk across the entire map. 2 Acolytes down already. He's intercepting the third one. This he gets fed a little, getting closer and closer to the before mentioned level 5 upgrade on the DK. But we do have anti-magic shell on Lucifer's units now. How many cursing bitches do we have for 120? 0? Oh no, there's 1. But that's certainly not enough. Kills the haunted gold mine. Or is it enough actually? It stays alive with 22. Oh man.
Slightly miscalculated.
So how fast can he get the Acolytes there and repair it? He's at 60 supply. He can't just wait in front of it and wait for the fight. There is a statue. He will be healed up. He will have a lot of mana as well. 420 mana on the DK. Where's the Lich? Oh, there he is. 450 on the Lich. But he's not level 5. 12 XP are missing. Oh, with the skeleton though. Still not. Both first heroes super close to 5. Ziggurat's coming up now. He's repairing first, of course, but he's mining as well. Everything has anti-magic shell. We have an abomination there as well. Lucifer has the better army. Lucifer has the better heroes. Lucifer has the better unit tech. But there's possession coming for 120. Ah, for Lucifer as well, just a little later.
Lucifer has the high ground though, and all Star Wars fans know what that means.
Even I know that meme, Remo.
Nice!
So here we go, little Creepjack, level 5 on the DK. He's going for the Banshee, but coils him instantly. Quite nice, but only buying some time. Level 3, Nova available now. And against this mass damage, what does he really want to do? Ziggurat, it goes into a Nerubian Tower and into a Spirit Tower, signature Spirit Tower, I guess, for Lucifer. Building more Acolytes. It will take some time. Until it's finished, though. Double Abomination for 120, Fiends as well.
Dude, this is like level 5 Lich with 4 claws and a Brilliance Aura behind. Oh my.
It's a dream. Like,
I think
it's
there's no
absolute-
hero who can do this much damage. I don't... not even a pan at level 5.
Yeah. You're speechless, Bear. You're out of words for this.
If I saw this Lich and I lost this game in the mirror, I would be flaming RNG so hard, man. I would be like, play the lottery, you lucky fuck. That's what I would say.
Yeah, the Lich of 120 is certainly a nice tank, but that's about it. Additional HP, additional armor, Invu Potion on him as well. Invu Potion and Mana Potion on the DK, Dark Ranger, Invu Potion 2. So that might help him, since there's not a single... Okay, one Invu Potion on Lucifer. But yeah, as you said, there is the high ground for the Korean. The spell does of course damage to anti-magic shell, no nukes at the moment. Lich is dropping fairly low for 120, thanks to a few right clicks. And it's 70 supply for 120 versus 65 only. So is that the chance really for 120? He's losing, or he's killing another abomination, saves the destroyer with it. And here comes the nuke onto the DK, who has really nothing to heal, no death pact as well. Counter focus, but on 2 anti-magic shell, that doesn't really hurt, but now he's forced into an Invo Potion. That's the first out of 3 that he can use. Lich still protected, and I guess 120 is doing this, man, with the heal ward. It's not cancelled the entire time. Oh my god, so much healing. 63 supply for him. Lich levels up to 4. Now we go to the DK again. Right clicks, the Lich is in for the damage. But that's about it, kind of. Coral saves. And despite the high ground, despite the choke, 120 is just winning this fight. Nova's here now. Do we see possession? I don't think he has mana for it. Not really. Lich would certainly go more for the Banshees, I feel. For less curse. Nova rattling through. And the reinforcements are cut off. Like, they will always run into 120's army. But the Nova executes the next Fiend. Is there enough damage now to break this siege? Kinda looks like it. As long as the Lich is alive, there's hope and a good shot for Lucifer. Trades of Fiends against an Abomination, you do that all the time. Level 4 on Lucifer's Dark Ranger now as well. With the bigger silence radius, uses it immediately. But he's out of position now. A lot of right clicks, but the coil is there as well. Second Abomination gets coil too. Good timings for both players here. Invu Potion on Lucifer's Lich has been used. The one on 120 side is still alive. But there are plenty of coils as it seems. But not anymore. 120 has no mana anymore on his DK. Same for 120. Ooh, the Lich now though. Dropping down to 50%. DK stuck a little. Throws out another Nova, but no fatal damage. This fight seemingly lasts forever. But the Dark Ranger for Lucifer is falling. What is she doing there? Gotta question yourself. So no silence anymore. And there's still silence for 120, man. Destroyers are up as well. This army is certainly mediocre. DK is quite far away from level 5. Only one Fiend, only one A-bomb. No anti-magic anymore. Since the mana of the Banshee is depleted. Uh-oh, going for the Lich. That's his ultimate weapon. He can't afford to lose this one. But he will. The Destroyer is making sure he will. Where is he? Yes, Orb of Annihilation and the Lich of 120. What a fight, man. How? Against the high ground, against this Lich, against the towers a little as well. That is the magic of a 120.
It's not supposed to work, man. It's not supposed to work out this way.
He's taking out the expansion. He builds one behind it as well, as the main gold mines have collapsed. Lucifer has no income if he loses this haunted gold mine. And what a perfect timing that was for the Chinese undead legend to go for it. They fought for like what seemed like 5 minutes for this spot. And Lucifer has to give this up. He can sell a bit, yeah. He's getting the Dark Ranger back. He's eating a few Acolytes for the one last stand fight. As we said, as long as the Lich is alive, everything is still possible.
That's true, like, this game's still pretty open. Like, whoever gets the next hero kill probably wins this game. Dark Ranger might be expendable, but nothing else.
50 supply versus 45. No Banshee anymore in the army of 120. So no anti-magic shell while Lucifer is equipped with it. Has to chew through this quite a bit. DK is still far away from level 5 on the other side. Oh no, not that far. The Lich of 120 is close to 5 though. But the Novas are hitting so hard. Next Banshee falls. Also no curse on this Lich. Oh, there is curse on this Lich, but it will wear off or can be dispelled. Dark Ranger is back. He retreats into his own base where of course the Black Citadel is. Very nice undead mirror to start the series, man. Quite impressive.
The town is under siege.
Lucifer can't make any fiends anymore, by the way. He unsummoned the graveyard.
Ooh.
A player's forces are
So
under
the Destroyer has a lot of value here.
Yes. And another fight in the middle of the map. The Dark Ranger again in trouble. Boom, down she is. And again, no silence. And what do you want to do now? Level 6 on the DK for 120. 2 levels ahead of his brother here that is in the army of Lucifer, who has to retreat and who's quite down. Of course he can't coil himself. He has no potions. Only the one invul on the Lich. And again the Dark Ranger lost. Again out of position. Again immediately capitalized from 120. Can he somehow kill this DK? There's no item on him. And if you lose the DK, game is over. Lich is taking care about that. Nova. Right clicks coming in. He needs the healing. I don't think he has Dark Ritual, right? Does he? No. Unholy Aura 3. And the Lich is diving for him. Is there another Nova? Oh my god, the Lich gets focused as well. Invul potion on both sides. But the DK saves himself. And Lucifer is struggling hard with only 19 supply. Statue falls. Second statue falls. No healing anymore for the Korean. No mana regen for the Korean. And he cannot win this anymore. The Banshees are streaming in from the money of the expansion. So we have Curse again. We have Anti-Magic Shell again. And Lucifer calls for the GG in what was an unwinnable game for 120 usually. But pushing onto the high ground. Being successful with it. Just insane.
Yeah, unbelievable. That is never supposed to work. Never. But it's 120, man. He doesn't care. I think the big difference there, why that fight was going so well as it did, was 120 had 2 A-bombs backed up by a level 5 DK. They tanked for so long, whereas Lucifer lost his very quickly and then started losing fiends behind very fast. He held on up there on the high ground for a pretty long time. That Catgus pipe regened so much mana. Absolutely ridiculous, but somehow 120 still wins this. That was just ridiculous.
We have a result from the other winner bracket semifinal. Chamico defeated Fly 2-0. Quite an impressive victory, and he is qualified for the round of 16. Fly is now playing Messi, and the loser of this best of 3 will play Pinga in the lower bracket round 2. But Lucifer put on a good fight, but if he doesn't win with these items, how does he want to win anyway? I mean, the RNGesus was with him, was by his side.
Yeah.
From moment 1 on. His attack into the base was good in the early stages, even if he opened up with ghouls. That was so sick.
Pretty wild. Whoops.
Same as you.
So 120 so far. Performs in the qualifier where he needs to perform. We reiterate, he has been dropping the ball the last 2. Has barely gotten any points so far. He needs to get far in this one. And now only 1 map away from being qualified. Chamico, as you said, already there. Will be meeting a lot of good players, possibly better players than the one he's faced before in the round of 16. That's right, round of 16. Starting next week.
On Thursday, 13 CST. And then, yeah, that's the second last qualifier, man. It's not too many points to take anymore. We are more than halfway through with the Asian qualifiers. Of course, there's the American qualifier finals tonight with Long Walk, Hunter, Walter and Muscle Mike, the fan favorite. And next week on Saturday there is the open qualifier for GCS Europe, where Todd will be playing once again.
So who are you cheering more for, Muscle Mike or Long Walk?
Dude, Muscle Mike is...
Muscle Mike?
Muscle Mike is... I mean, he's playing Reign of Chaos.
I
Signs
hope
up for
Long Walk
this...
doesn't hear this, man. Poor guy.
He's playing Reign of Chaos, just switches to TFT for this one tournament, and, like, challenging Grubby here and there. And... he's just winning it, man, against Cruncher, or Melancholy. Nice defeat. It seems like he only has one strategy, so his opponents can prepare for it now. With 5 Grunt opening, the legendary 5 Grunt opening.
It's all Night Elves, right, that he's facing?
Yes, indeed.
Now?
Yes.
So map number 2 is going to be Amazonia. By the way, Lucifer changed his color. Did you notice?
Yep, from gray to white.
Snow. It's called snow now.
Snow is white, so it's white.
Well, not always.
Are you like girl type of color guy? For me, it's red, blue, yellow, white, you know? But like girls or women always have these fancy names for colors. Lavender. Peach. I would never call a color peach.
But it's
orange.
For differentiating, Neo. Now, because we now have 2 kinds of orange.
Yeah, we have orange and the other orange. That's enough.
But that's so dull. That's so uneloquent. What about the elegance, Neo? I know you're such an elegant person.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know me for 9 years now, man. Have you ever seen me anywhere close to being eloquent or elegant? I don't think so.
But you know what is not there might still come.
No, I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the working man.
The plebs.
Not the plebs.
The plebs are the working men.
Yeah, but it's like it has a bad connotation in it. Working man sounds a lot better than plebs. But okay, if you want to insult our audience, it's fine for me.
I love the plebs. I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. There's children screaming outside.
Like, what the fuck? Are you gathering children in your basement again? Like last time it was only 1. Now it sounded like 5.
They're multiplying, Neo.
Okay, I don't want to know how.
Now the playing seems to be very exciting as well.
You want to join them?
No, don't want to get arrested again. Did I tell you, by the way, about this friend of mine who collects Panini like soccer stickers things?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Yeah, his name's Juan, and he's from Colombia. He's a little bit older. He is 36, and like since his childhood, he's been collecting these Panini print. What's it called? Like the little books with the football players inside, and then you buy the stickers and you collect them, and then you trade with friends of yours to collect to complete the entire book. So he's been doing this since he was a little child, and he never missed one. That's like his passion. Every time there's a World Cup for football going on, he does it again and again. Problem is, though, the older you get, the more and more of your people stop doing that as well. So, you know, nowadays he's the only guy who still does this at his age, but he still needs to collect his complete his book, and for that he needs to trade. So what does he do now? He still buys a lot of those stickers and tries to get as far as he can, but he needs to share, he needs to trade with other guys. So he goes to elementary school playgrounds and goes there and trades with the children, you know, with the little kids. And so far, the police has been called on him 3 times because of concerned parents and teachers, because they were like, What's this guy doing? There's no way he's just here for the Panini stickers. And nobody wants to believe his innocence, Neo.
Panini Gate could be coming very soon.
But he's a super nice guy.
Yeah, that's what they say all the time. I never thought he would do something like that.
He's a super nice guy. He's a pilot.
What does it say? If you're a pilot, you're a nice guy?
No, but he's a nice guy.
It's the same with dogs. Like, oh yeah, he might be barking a little, but he's super nice. You don't have to get them on a leash. He will never bite someone. And then, boom. Like this one dog in Germany here. What was his name again?
The one that there is.
Like, now this one guy who killed a child or something.
What? When was this?
He's called something like Chaco. I don't know. There was a big outrage because, of course, they killed the dog afterwards, after he killed 2 people. And still, there was like a... not really a funeral, but a protest from people who said this dog should live and stuff. It's really crazy. But yeah, it's the same, I guess. So beware if you hang out with the Panini guy.
That's so nonsense, Neo. I know what... Every man has the potential for evil, but every man also has the potential for kindness. And I want to prefer kindness. I don't give a fuck about dogs. You can kill them all, you can eat them all, you can throw them down into the trash can. I don't give a fuck about dogs, man.
You haven't seen our dog yet.
I don't even give a damn about cats. If every cat died, that's okay. I mean, I would feel a little sad, but I don't really care. It's animals, man. Like, who cares?
Alright. Lich first by Lucifer. DK first by 1-2-0 again, so it's the same opening that we've seen before, but the Lich could be in for a creep steal if he's fast enough. Nice coil. Lich without experience, but this could result in a town portal as he almost surrounds the DK, but he's getting out of there. 2 chances for Lucifer to surround him. Failed twice, and this is the anti-Lich Rush Nerubian tower to slow him down fast, but if he makes his way into the backline, then there's no protection for these acolytes at all.
But 1 Nova is already spent, so he has 1 ready right now. If he waits long enough, he'll be having a second one. And the 1 acolyte for scouting is also still alive, so this is a great opening for 1-0. Even if he loses 1, he's got 1 to spare, meaning he could tech right now. And he does. And usually when you play a Lich opening, you really don't want to let an easy tech like this happen. But here it is happening. And in fact, Lucifer will be the one behind in tech.
With the ghoul opening, he's behind in tech. That is certainly interesting. But he's calling the ghoul gang to creep a little for him in the back. And he got that last hit. So that's quite nice. Keeping the DK away from level 2. He's actually ahead in experience, but the first fiends are coming. That makes 1-2-0's life a lot easier.
Ripping up simultaneously here. Gets his level 2, gets Dark Ritual, will be more mana. Oh, DK is low. He needs to be very careful. Especially with no aura being there yet. His healing is very limited. Namely, light. And when the Lich gets the boots as well, this DK might be in a world of trouble. The cloak could perhaps come in to actually be a little bit useful. So what does 1-0 do now? His options severely limited with the DK below 200 HP. He's healing on Blight now, but he can only harass with his Fiend here a little bit. If he gets the last hit though, that would be sick. Oh, he invests the Nova. That's like... Oh, I know why though. That's his little trick. The DK is standing behind the forest and coiling through the trees.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I don't think he would do that against many players. Maybe just against 1-2-0. As we've said this before, he steals creeps with acolytes. And yeah, he can certainly do that with fiends as well.
Sentry Ward for Lucifer also really good here. Gonna see a lot of movement. Now you would ideally to get level 3, which did get the boots, goes for more odds of necromancy. And then can perhaps look towards some more acolytes again. But tech is almost done already for 1-0. This was very fast. He's gonna have 3 fiends. He's gonna add in a Lich very soon. And the DK is gonna hit level 2 here in a moment.
Alright, more creeping here against the trolls. So that is close to level 3 for the Lich. And he's a little more tanky this time with a Ring of Protection. Renegade Wizard down, another Ring of Protection here. So they got a bit of influence of WFZ here with all the rings that we found. With ghouls, of course, stealing the Renegades is super easy. Draw out the Enforcers and the Brigands and then just right click on this Renegade. Nice, 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 nice. Good item possibly. Flute, of course, would be the dream. Boots of Korpalas is the nightmare.
If he goes for a Dark Ranger again, as he did earlier, it's nice.
Come on.
Are under attack.
What? It's plus 6 damage and it's more attack speed and more armor. It's
yeah,
nice.
but you can't compare it to Robe of the Magi against the Zombie Mask. Yeah. So.
But it's nice. I'm not saying it's amazing, dude. It's just nice, you know. It's not a Lionhorn, at least.
That is correct. Yeah, it's attack speed on the Lich as well,
Under siege.
which is quite decent, I guess. Tier 2 tech is finished, Tier 3 on the way. Few hurt ghouls are coming back to heal up on that Blight. DK second, of course you can't win without a coil. On the other side for 1-2-0 we have Slaughterhouse, Tier 3 tech, and Lich is out already thanks to the fast attack.
So what's he gonna go for here? Could just go for the DK. That's what he does. This is TP forced. There's another Nova. But he gets to the shop. So the DK would like to start creeping now himself for Lucifer. All the ghouls are hurt though. He doesn't go for the merchant of his yet. That would be the most standard choice. Wants to join up with his own Lich here to go for a bit of healing. And he needs it as well. Dropping below 100 here. 200.
A player's forces are under attack.
So both Liches now battling it out. The one's level 3 though. This is kind of an uneven fight. And with lots of armor.
No, it doesn't really want to Nova at the moment because of that. He wants to save it from Sasquatch. Works out well. DK with the first experience. But DK of 1-0 close to level 3. So same goes for the Lich. Oh, it's actually level 3.6 here.
And I don't know, the last couple of minutes for Lucifer didn't seem too effective. After he crept the Merc camp, he walked south, forced a healing potion on his opponent's DK, alright, and stole one of the Sasquatches. But that's it! That means his DK is still only barely level 1.5. He's getting closer to 4 though, which is actually really nice for the Lich, for the improved Dark Ritual. And now both will go creeping. With the ghouls here, the natural will fall pretty quickly. For Lucifer, he is transitioning into Fiends, of course, once again. Not going into the super old school Garrix play. And the frenzy timing could once again be very, very powerful for him.
Yeah, but the ghouls are already hurt, like 3 of them. He has a statue now. Okay. Did he get... Oh, but with a potion of greater mana, that certainly is a better timing now for him. Dark Ranger for 1-0. We will see the same for Lucifer, most likely. Ghoul Frenzy is coming now. 30% done.
1-0 would love to get level 3 Lich here. Against approaching ghouls, that is such a big difference, level 1 or 2 Nova.
That's why he's creeping alone with him. Sends the Dark Ranger back, sends the DK back. Did he deny it? He did, right? He did deny the Renegade, and that's why he's not level 3.
I don't think so. I think he denied the little one. He really shouldn't have crept with the Dark Ranger, though.
Ah, the Dark Ranger wasn't... Okay.
At least some of it was crept with her. Bracers here for the Lich, making him more tanky. Once again, 1-2-0. Blah. Excuse me. Lich is tanky, but like no damage. He has nothing. He has the orb and nothing else. Of course, AZ very hard to find claws on. And Lucifer, he at least has the Boots of Quel'Thalas.
Rune's Brace is quite nice though. We've seen it before. Mental of Intelligence now for him, plus 3 damage. Can he tank this Rasbot with the illusions already?
Creeping this with ghouls is really not very comfortable, because the slams are gonna come in.
Works out quite well so far.
a lot of ghouls here. It's a lot of damage, especially against fiends. 1-0 is in the middle. He did get his level 3 on the Lich and level 2 on the Dark Ranger.
It's a very risky move by Lucifer though. Usually 1-2-0's creeping should be way better and punishes this immediately. So now.
Django, dude, that's so nice! These frenzy ghouls are so fast right now. Well, everything's really fast right now, of course. But especially the ghouls. Supply-wise, we are pretty much dead even.
Is it again the shop control for 1-2-0? He has 2 invo potions already. Nothing for Lucifer as it seems. No. Just a heal scroll.
Oh, this could be a creep jack. He still has vision here from the sentry ward and he's moving over. Here we go. Or not. Goes back. Wants to deal with his illusion first, I suppose. There's one destroyer up in the air. Wants to get rid of the silence, which will be coming towards the DK. Also, destroyers being morphed. There's going to be a lot of damage from both sides. Here comes the double silence, getting dispelled quickly, and he can actually hit the coil to save the fiend, but for how long? He's backed against the wall here, kind of. First fiend down, second fiend down as well. These frenzy ghouls dealing so much damage. Only now the Nova was coming in a little bit late here, I feel. And one fiend after the next, dying for 1-2-0. Only has 2 left, I think it is. Going for the destroyers next. Big Nova here though. And now almost all of the ghouls have fallen. One fiend barely gets away to the back. Coil won't arrive in time. Level 3 now for the Lich for Lucifer. Big upgrade, of course. Banshee's already coming in. Using the curse or the anti-magic, I'm not quite sure. Long range coil keeps Lucifer's Lich alive. Nova onto an illusion. That was a waste of mana. And now it's kind of becoming destroyer wars as there's so few fiends left in the battle. Greater mana being used here on Lucifer's side for more coils. He has a lot more healing now to work with thanks to that item. One destroyer is gonna fall for 1-2-0, and now Lucifer's the only one with destroyers left. Seems like with almost anything left. He has the supply elite, but not by too much. One more fiend will be dropping. Dark Ranger in trouble. Invul has to be popped, keeps her safe. Dark Ranger for Lucifer completely out of mana. Can't go for silence himself anymore. There was one more coil. He has one more to spare, Lucifer does, but that's gonna be it. And 1-2-0. He had a bad start to this fight, but now it's looking okay, I guess. One more web, but not too much piercing damage. Going for the Lich instead. He has the TP still. One more coil to save his own fiend. And that one will survive as well. And 1-2-0 holds on. It was barely, but it was barely enough.
Yeah, he holds on to a threat, I'd say. 10 supply difference. He's trying to block the statue. Any more from somehow? Like, he saves it anyway. With a double movement speed, aura, endurance, and unholy, he can run away from his opponent since he doesn't have the endurance aura. No Banshee house by Lucifer yet, so this fast tech could become relevant if there is more curse on the Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
Templar is coming in now. I think he was hoping to finish this game before Banshee tech, but seems very unlikely now. Invul on the Dark Ranger for 1-2-0. Has an invul on the Lich as well. DK with a potion. His heroes are pretty safe, it seems. Fiend in the front gets taken out. Well-timed silence. And that means the coil obviously won't be there. We have anti-magic now. But this is a good fight here, it seems, for Lucifer. Fiends for 1-0. One has been killed. 2 seem to be out of the fight. Lich now in DK in trouble. Might be forced into his potion. Uses the coil, eats the potion, but he can't stand in this fight. No way. He needs more time for more Banshees. Kills one fiend here, though. That's pretty nice. The next one also in focus fire, taking a lot of damage. But the destroyers, how is he supposed to deal with these destroyers with as little piercing damage as he has? One more fiend falls for 1-0. One does for Lucifer as well. Dark Ranger in trouble again, but the coil's there. That was the last coil, though, for 1-0. And now the Lich for Lucifer dropping low. He gets forced into a TP here. That means the red camp for his opponent. He didn't want that to happen, but he had to. Can't lose the Lich, and 1-0 once again holds on. I thought he was going to be forced away from this camp, but in the end he gets it.
Very well played, very well fought. With curse and a bit of anti-magic. Gets the big item from the granite golem, and wow. All this fighting for a crystal ball. There's an expansion behind it for Lucifer, but will he have the forces to defend it? I doubt it. He has 2 destroyers, 1 fiend, 1 statue, but there is way too much damage. And this has to be cancelled, does it? No counter expansion by 1-0 coming up. Finally gets an invul potion here. Does he still have one of the Lich? Nope, but the heal scroll has been saved for him. A Temple of the Damned is coming now for Banshee Adept upgrade, so he is catching up. But tier 3 upgrade, the Master Training is coming for 1-0 already.
Yeah. Which is a very long upgrade, by the way. So if 1-0 goes into upkeep right after this upgrade, then he's gonna have a big Banshee advantage. Does he want to press the issue with this? Or what else is he gonna do? Does he feel he's far enough ahead for his own expansion? He can certainly take out the rest of the creeps here. We have very few left only. But this is gonna be level 3 for the Lich. Ooh, big upgrade right here. This is Dark Ranger. Yeah, she's level 3 herself, but actually opted for the Silence rather than the Dark Arrow. Against Banshees especially, this can be really nice, silencing so many of them at the same time. Especially if Possession should come into play. Can be a big difference maker.
Yeah. That was the spell that won Lucifer the game against 1-0 in Neo Star League on Turtle Rock, where nobody really expected Possession to have a place in a game, but he certainly showed us that there is options. Going for the second attack upgrade, third attack upgrade already, and queuing the first defense upgrades. On 1-0 side, we have 2 attack upgrades as well.
Alright, this might be a bit of a turtle time here. I'm leaning back in my chair because this could take a while. Oh, but as I say that, wait a second. 1-0 is going into upkeep. It's gonna be a lot of units very soon. This is pretty much the perfect late game undead army. 2 to 3 A-bombs, 5 Banshees, and the rest Fiends behind. Whereas for Lucifer, he has 2 destroyers. It's 10 supply. That does like no damage. Against anti-magic, it does literally no damage. Can use it now for scouting at the very least. And 1-0 is actually expanding behind this. So he's using his big army in upkeep to defend his expansion. Not for an attack. That of course gives Lucifer the perfect timing to count the seconds until he has to A, either attack down here or get his own expo.
He tried it once, it failed once. He tried it on Last Refuge, he failed on Last Refuge. Is he waiting for the all-in attack? The main gold mine's 2,100 remaining. More Banshees, more upgrades. He's breaking upkeep now as well. 60 supply for the Korean. We have 67 for the Chinese. How is the item situation? We have nothing on the DK. Invul on Dark Ranger and Lich. Should be the same for Lucifer. It is, plus the heal scroll.
These Banshees are starting to bank up a lot of mana. I wonder if one is going to go for Possession. The way you want to do it with Possession is you use your Dark Ranger very far up front and you silence his Dark Ranger. That's the only target you need to silence. So she can silence you. And then you try to steal his A-bombs. I wonder if that's going to be attempted by one of these here. If you use anti-magic on everything you have and curse your opponent's army, you won't have the mana, so you will have to cut some corners. You can't go for all of that. But if you steal 2 A-bombs, of course, that's... yeah, that's just the dream.
Yeah, that's a 16 supply swing. Which is absolutely crazy. But Banshee's so vulnerable in that possession state, and every good player should be able to counter it. At least if it's not coming as a major surprise.
How much extra damage do they take? Like 66% or something, right?
Yeah.
I like the anti-magic on the DK to scout in front. There it is again. He sees Lucifer moving south. This is the all-in from the Korean. 1-0 has held numerous times now. And now is looking to be in a winning situation. Can he hold one more time? If he does, he's through into the next round, into the round of 16. Even score of protection coming in for Lucifer. He's known for his unusual item choices. First kill goes towards him. Banshee taken out. He wasn't able to call that in time. 1-0 wasn't. And Lucifer's moving forward. A good start to the fight for him. No possessions yet, I don't think. Banshee's going far forward here for Lucifer.
Oh, he got one! 1-0 got one. The Abomination is gone. Swapping sides. Oh boy, this is not good for Lucifer. Dropping down to 55 supply.
DK, forward to 0, very low. Needs to be careful now. Doesn't have Death Pact, of course, below 200 HP. Has a TP still if he should need it. Long range call to keep the Lich alive as well, but he's losing Fiends. So many A-bombs though from 1-0. I think he may want to have them on A-click here so they can put in their damage. It's 3 A-bombs versus 0. So the front line definitely belonging to the Chinese, but he has a big supply lead as well. I kind of saw that incorrectly. 60 supply versus only 45 left for Lucifer, losing more and more Fiends as well. Going for the Dark Ranger next. She doesn't have anti-magic, so she takes quite a bit of damage, but there will be the coil. No silence in time. 1-0, losing Fiends as well. In fact, there's only one left. Dark Ranger on the menu once again, but there is coil once again. Quite a few Fiends still left for Lucifer here. No anti-magic, however, upon them. Destroyer up in the air, tries to get rid of the silence and the skeletons as well. Does so okayly well, but somehow Lucifer is staying in this fight fairly strong. These A-bombs soak up a lot of supply, but they can't always find their connection for the damage. Lich is level 5 for Lucifer. Every Nova hurts a lot, but in the end, he does have to retreat. He is low on mana, kind of.
And the expansion is still standing. There's no Necropolis here, so he has to move up the Acolytes from the main, but that's alright, because the main gold mines have expired. That was Lucifer's all-in push. He only has 110 gold remaining. He's going for another statue, another fiend, another banshee. How's the situation here? DK is naked, but level 3, decent mana. Lich is super strong, but also only one invul on the Dark Ranger with a lot of mana as well. 1-0 only has to sit on his expansion like a hen on their eggs. Her eggs. So is he selling stuff? Yeah. Bye bye Crypt, bye bye Black Citadel. Next abomination is coming.
Yeah, there's no way he can win the straight up fight anymore. This will have to be a hero kill by all accounts. Anti-magic from the Banshees will make this hard though. There's 3 left for 1-0. He lost a couple and hasn't remade too many. And Lich and Dark Ranger presented on the silver platter here in the front line, but drags them back. Going for the Banshees first. First one's dead. Second one's gonna follow quickly. No, actually, long range coil keeps her alive for a little bit longer, but only for so long. Acolytes trying to help in this fight with their headbutts. Curse on everything, of course. Spirit Tower coming in the back. Everything's being cursed. Level 3, Lich for Lucifer. For the DK. Heals Lich again. He has more Nova, but there's a silence. Everything's green. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. The Dark Ranger for Lucifer drops low. Doesn't have to go for the invul yet. She gets to safety towards the back. But he needed a smashing beginning of the fight here, which I don't think he did actually get to stand a chance, because as it is, it's still 60 supply and there's only 36 left. He's taking out a couple of ghouls here towards the left, towards the main. But what do ghouls matter now? They give you skeletons, and that's the best thing about it, I suppose. But he has no more statues, no more real healing. Loses the last of his band. He's going for the DK, the Hail Mary play, but he has a TP. This is not going to work. Invul transfer, he's gonna pop that first and gonna remain alive for even longer. Dark Ranger dropping low for Lucifer, but there was a coil. His Lich now, he's in trouble. There's no more TP. He might lose him here. That will be the game, certainly. And the coil is not in time. And that is it. GG. Lucifer loses 1-0 through in first place in Group D.
To that, together with Chimiko, those two are making it through the winner bracket with 2 wins here without losing a single series. Is this the first?
Oh, dude, casting Undead Mirror is such a nightmare, man. I can never see what's going on.
The first time 1-0 is advancing to a group stage in GCS qualifiers 2018. Before he didn't attend or dropped in the prelims, so finally some points for him, guaranteed 5 now. And that means that in our grid we have Fly versus Messi and Lucifer versus Pinge, and I guess we're going for the Undead Orc, right? Since Fly and Messi should be playing already, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And of course it's a way better matchup. So Lucifer still has a chance. We know that Lucifer has a big following here at the Back to Warcraft channel, and his opponent will be an easier one than it was before. No chance against 1-0. How will it be against Pinge? Will he still make it into the round of 16? We will answer that question in roughly 6 minutes, so stay tuned.